So PJ, since we spoke last year, there's been a few acquisitions. Tell me about that.
Yes, indeed. We've been busy since last year. We first, together with TA Associates, a US-based private equity firm, we've acquired SpeedCast last September with a vision of leveraging SpeedCast leadership position in the Asia-Pacific region to consolidate the market. As you know, our market in general in the world, but in particular in the Asia-Pacific region is very fragmented, and we saw some opportunities. So at the end of November, we acquired a company called Australian Satellite Communications, based out of Adelaide, Australia, which is a great company with a fantastic name in the Australian market, serving the resources industry and the government sector there. In January, we acquired a company in Rotterdam, Netherlands, called Electricam, which is specialized in the maritime sector, VSAT services for the maritime sector. And this is a very interesting move for us because we had a strong leadership position in the maritime sector in the Asia-Pacific region, and that gives us a strong foothold in the main shipping hub in Europe, Rotterdam. And lastly, more recently, we've announced the acquisition of Pactel International, based out of Sydney, Australia. So this is our second acquisition in Australia, but the bulk of Pactel's business is in the Pacific region. So Pacific Islands, including PNG, and really the logic behind this acquisition is to achieve a certain scale, which we feel is important for us to be able to compete in the global market. But also Pactel brings us the Pacific market, which they know very well, where they have a significant amount of business. And it is our ambition at SpeedCast to be the leader in satellite services in the Asia-Pacific region. And with Pactel acquisition, with SC acquisition, we're gaining strong presence and business in two important parts of the region, Australia and the Pacific Islands. So we have definitely strengthened our leadership position in the region with those two acquisitions.
Do you consolidate now, or do you keep on looking for acquisitions?
Right now we're digesting. I like to say we're integrating. I think we've got a lot of work. We've been lucky to buy some great companies that are profitable, that are fast growing, which is exactly what we're looking for. Now we're integrating and working together. Those four companies that are part of the group, working together well, integrating. I think we can bring a fantastic value proposition to our customers around the region and beyond.
So what are the challenges facing SpeedCast as you go forward?
Growth is the key challenge. All the companies that are part of the group, taken individually, have been growing fast, double digit definitely, and it's about sustaining that growth over the long term. It means in some cases building new growth engines, finding new sources of growth, be it new markets, new applications. So there's a lot of work going on in that regard in the SpeedCast group. We've got a quite sizable product team where we do product development, and we're looking for new applications and new ways to generate growth. I think that's a key challenge for us, and to achieve that growth, we also need more people, and finding talent is always a challenge. And so far, we've been lucky. We now have about 150 people in the group, which are extremely talented and dedicated. To continue to grow, we'll need more people, and that's definitely something that we'll need to work on.
So you're obviously expecting growth. You're planning for growth.
Yeah.
You know, are there any obstacles that could sort of put a stop to that?
Yes, they are. I think the overall economic situation is a concern, and we're seeing in the mining sector in Australia, for example, a bit of a slowdown. It's not affecting us today, but there is a question mark there. I think technologically, our industry is going through very exciting times, but also challenging times, because we're seeing a lot of technologies coming into the picture, some of them disruptive, and it's about understanding which ones are good for us to use to fulfill our customers' requirements. So taking the right technological turns is important for us to ensure that we continue to grow. Otherwise, we're quite confident, optimistic about our ability to generate growth in this region. We have built a strong name. We've got a leadership position in a number of markets, but most importantly, and that's what it's all about, we've got a lot of happy customers around the region, and our ability to continue providing the quality of service we're known for and the quality of support we're known for is key. And as long as we keep doing that, I think we're in a good situation.
And finally, the satellite sector has shown some resilience to these economic times, particularly against other industry sectors.
Yep.
Can it continue to be resilient?
I think so. I think it will continue. Our sector, thrives in many different situations. Unfortunately, human-made or natural disasters are a source of significant growth for our industry, and unfortunately there will be such disasters again in the future, and that certainly has helped our industry go through difficult economic times. We've seen in the past few years some of the industries we're serving going through difficult times. I'm thinking of the shipping industry, to a lesser extent the resources industry, which I was mentioning earlier. Nevertheless, we've managed to position satellite solutions as a way for them to improve efficiencies, to save money, which is even more important in difficult times. So I think that's really a key message for all of us in the industry. As long as we're able to demonstrate the value that we bring to our customers in terms of efficiencies, cost savings. In the maritime sector also there are other drivers like crew welfare, regulatory issues that our satellite solutions help deal with. As long as we are able to demonstrate that value, we'll be doing well through good and bad economic times.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.